that you're here. So I know you wanted to get your makeup done, is that correct? Okay. Well, I have some options for you for which look you want. Because I know you were still debating about exactly how you want to look today. But I have some pictures to show you so you can select what look you think would look best, okay? This first look is very neutral. Essentially, it's a very natural kind of look. Very, very little color in the face. The eyes have darker eyeliner, but even the eyeshadow is very subtle, just a light brown. And the cheeks only have a little bit of blush. The lips have the most color, but even then they look almost completely natural. So if you wanted to, we could cover up some imperfections, but keep everything looking pretty natural. So that's the first potential look. The second one is a little bit more drastic. The face would be powdered to the point where you are very, very pale, and then the lips would be deep red. This whole look allows you to be more of a blank canvas so that the pop of color really sticks out. So as opposed to having a neutral face, you'd have more of a pallor going on with a little bit of blush just to keep some color in your face. But the main statement is the lipstick. I also wanted to point out too, in the first look, her eyebrows are more natural. Her eyebrows are more in a subtle arch. However, in the second look, her eyebrows have a higher arch in the middle that almost gives her a questioning type appearance. For the third look, you could have something more like this that has a bit more color going on. The blush on the cheeks is more pronounced. The eyebrow arch is much higher, almost like a V. There's more color around the eyes, and the lips are more shiny rather than matte. So that's the third potential look. The fourth look is more bold in terms of color. So for this look, you can see that the face is not pale. The face is more rosy. The lips are also shiny, like the third option. The eyebrows have a more pronounced roundedness to them, giving more leeway between the eye and the eyebrow. There's still a rosy glow to this look. And it's almost natural, but you can tell it's a bit more made up, so she's a lot more covered up. But the look has more of a warmth to it. And one final option is a bit more bold. So we have this beautiful woman right here who has a very tribal look, very bold blue across her eyes. The face is pale. There's a red streak right her chin, so it's a very tribal warrior kind of look. I wanted to show this to you just in case. Bold is what you were looking for. Did any of those stand out to you? Are you interested in looking them again? Are there bits and pieces of each maybe that you'd like to combine to make one uniform look? Okay, so you're looking for a little bit more neutral, but at the same time having pops of color throughout. Any specific pops you want? Do you want your eyes to stick out more, or your lips to stick out more? Do you want your cheeks accentuated or hollowed out? Do you want maybe your forehead to be accentuated? Do you have a preference? No? Okay. Well, I'll show you what we have in terms of color and options, and we can go from there, okay? So we'll make a neutral kind of base, and then we'll go from there, okay? Alright, now I definitely want to pull your hair away from your face so that your hair doesn't get any makeup on it, okay? So let me pull it back. Okay, and I have a clip. I'm gonna clip it in the back, okay? I'm gonna go behind you. Okay. Alright. Now that we got the hair away from your face, now that we can see your face, we're gonna start working on it, okay? I think we should work on the eyebrows first, just so that while we're working on the eyebrow, shaping them out, we don't mess up the rest of your face, okay? Do you have a preference for the shape that you'd like? Would you like maybe an arch? Would you like more natural eyebrows, the way your eyebrows naturally are, but we just clean it up a little bit around here? Do you want maybe the V that we saw before? Do you have a preference? Okay, well, I will shape that up for you. So let me grab my tools. So we're gonna clean up your eyebrows a little bit, okay? So I'm going to comb them, and I'm gonna clip. I'm gonna cut the excess, okay, before we shape them out. Okay. Now, do the fun part. We're gonna pluck them a little bit. I'm gonna be very gentle, okay? Ready? Okay. Just so they don't burn on you, okay? They don't need much cleaning up, so it shouldn't take long. We're going to pull near the roots so it doesn't hurt as much, okay? Alright. Beautiful shape. Okay, now that we plucked your eyebrows, I just want to make sure that they're roughly the same size. They don't have to be perfect, but close. close enough. Ready? Let me check. Let me check. Okay. Well, they look pretty level, pretty even. So that's good. However, now that we plucked some of the hairs, your eyebrows look a little bald. So we're going to fill them out with this, okay? Okay, we're gonna hold it here. Alright, I'm gonna go to the other side. I'm gonna smudge them a little bit. Okay, I'm going to use a cotton swab to smudge it in so it doesn't look like a child colored in your eyebrows. Alright. The eyebrows are looking spiffy. So we're gonna move on to moisturizers, okay? It's very important to moisturize your face so that the makeup doesn't dry it out and cause any irritation, okay? So we're gonna take this and we're gonna rub it in and I'm gonna put it all over your face, okay? Ready? Your chin, your cheeks, your forehead, around your temples, a little on your neck. Alright, pat that in, pat. Especially in the T-zone right here. Forehead, nose, chin. Especially, I notice for me at least, the chin tends to be the driest part. So I'll focus on that. Seems like your skin is similar to mine. Okay. Beautiful. Now, the skin under your eyes is nice and delicate. So instead of me rubbing lotion like I did on your face, I'm going to pat a little bit of under eye serum to protect the skin under your eyes, okay? I'm gonna stick some of this on, okay? So I'm gonna pat it on my fingers, and I'm going to tap. We're gonna tap underneath. Very nice. We will let that sit a little bit so it can settle into your skin and protect you from all the wonderfulness we're going to stick on your face. Okay? The next thing that we are going to do is stick on primer. Now, the idea of primer is to have a base for everything else to sit on your face and to stay on your face. So we have this wonderful out of order alphabet primer. So the out of order alphabet primer will help prep your face, make it a nice clean base for the rest of the makeup to lay on top of, okay? So we're gonna take the wonderful little fluffy Kabuki brush and I'm going to open the lid and I'm gonna tap and swiggle, tap and swiggle. And we're gonna get off the excess and I'm gonna around your face. We're gonna do a little more. around your cheeks, on your cheeks, on your cheeks, on your chin, 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 on your nose, and on your forehead, down your temples, and a little bit down your neck as well. Just so that your face doesn't look like a mask. Alright, so I'm going to close it. I'm going to put that back. I'm going to clean off the brush on a tissue. Alright. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is put on foundation. Now the foundation should be able to stay because the primer is already on your face. And the foundation literally lays the foundation for the rest of your face. Helps smooth out any imperfections that we have, little bumps, little craters, anything like that. Smooths them out so that we can put the rest of the makeup on your face. So we are going to use this very generic powder foundation, but because you're looking for a more natural look, this powder foundation is very light. It doesn't, I won't put enough to make that white kind of chalky look. We're just gonna put just a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna stick this on your face. I'm going to stick this your face. We're gonna take the poofy inside and we're gonna dab it in the powder, circle it around, get some powder on there. We're gonna take that out, take the excess, and we're gonna on your chin and a little bit on your cheek, then your other cheek. Forehead, your forehead, and your temples, and your, we're going to dab some more, blow off the excess, and we're going to put some down your neck. So once again, you don't have that mask going on. It'll blend better into the rest of your skin. Alright. Oh, I missed a spot. 1 second. Okay. Alright. I'm going to stick this back. That is our powder foundation. Because the foundation smooths everything out and it covers your face. Like I said, this is more of a thin layer on your face, so it's not so thick and chalky. It's light and powdery, so it's a lot more subtle, but it does get rid of, at least from a distance, those imperfections, okay? And because it does that, it kind of washes you out because it makes a clean, uniform base for your face. So instead of seeing like the reds and the random colors like I have in my face because I don't have makeup on, you more have one flat color. So this is where the rest of the makeup will play a role, at least the next couple things that we're going to use, so that you have more color in different strategic areas of your face to make the look that you want. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to darken certain parts of your face and we're going to lighten others so that we can accentuate whatever it is you like. Many people enjoy the cheekbone look where you kind of contour, so you use dark and light, so shadows and light, to create the illusion of maybe a sunken in face. So if you have a more rounded face, if you want your face to be more structured, have the cheekbones stick out a little bit more, you can stick some color around this kind of smile area to make that more sunken in look here, so that this part gets more accentuated out. Some people will put it here on the sides of the head, or we'll put it down your nose to maybe narrow it out if you have a bigger nose and you want it to be a little slimmer. Whatever it is, we can use shadow and light to seemingly change the structure of your face. So the next thing we're going to do then is use highlighter and bronzer, which are the two colors, the bright and the dark, to create the shadow and the light for the effect that you want. So we're going to use this Just a Note palette, highlighter and bronzer palette. Okay, we have the highlighters at the top and we have the bronzers at the bottom. We will start with the bronzer, so we'll go dark and then we'll focus on the light where we want everything to be highlighted. Okay, so you do want the cheekbone? Okay, we can do that. Anything else? Do you want to narrow anything? Maybe your jaw, the sides, the nose, anything like that? Just the cheekbones? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. So we'll use one of these colors. So as you can see, we have this green, we have a blue, a brown, an orange, and a darker blue. So a lighter blue, more of a sky blue, and then a darker blue. Do you have a preference in colors? I'm assuming because you want more of a neutral look with some pops, I'm assuming you don't want the highlighter and the bronzer to be popping as much, so I would assume the brown is probably would be more your preference, but it's up to you how you want to do it. Yeah, you want the brown. Okay, that's fine. So now we're going to take our clean Kabuki brush that we cleaned off before. I'm going to take the brown. I'm going to dab it, circle it, swirl it in here. I'm going to take off the excess and I'm going to squish it because I want you to make this face. You're sucking your cheeks and make a fishy face so that I can find those perfect little smile ruts on your face so that we can figure out where to accentuate, where to put the shadows. Okay, so make the face, suck it in. Thank you. And I'm gonna stick just a little bit over there and a little bit over there. Perfect. Okay, you don't have to suck it in anymore. We're gonna clean off the brush. And because it has more, even though I didn't put much, it has a little bit of a harsher look. So I'm going to smudge it out, just like we did with your eyebrows, so that it looks more subtle and more natural. Natural darkness on your face rather than just a slap of color. So I'm going to take a cotton ball and we're going to smudge it out. Okay. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to grab a cotton ball and I'm going to dab and smooth out the color on your face, the bronzer, so that it doesn't look as harsh as it does now. Okay, so I'm gonna smooth it out. And the other side, I'm gonna smooth it out. All right, much better. Looks a lot better now. Okay, Now we're gonna have to put on the highlighter, so that we're gonna stick it on the cheekbones to accentuate your cheekbones, make them stick out a little bit more, okay? In contrast to the dark shadows that we made for you. So it's up to you which color highlighter you would prefer. We have orange, we have a very lime green, we have a very bright yellow, a pink, and a blue. Do you have a preference of which you think would go better with the brown that we put on your face? They look a lot more pigmented in the palette, however, they are a lot more subtle on your skin, so I know it's hard to pick when you see it in the palette itself because it looks so bright and you think it's going to really stand out, but it actually is pretty subtle, and I can put it on with a light hand if need be, but they're really not as pigmented as you think. So which would you like? You want the yellow? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we'll take our Kabuki brush again and we're gonna dab it in here. Circle. Alright, we're gonna blow off the excess. I'm gonna squish it again so it can fit on your cheekbones better because it is a fat brush. So we're gonna squish it and I'm gonna stick this on your cheekbone. And then we're gonna stick this on your other cheekbone. We're going to clean off our Kabuki. And it's pretty light. It's lighter than you think it would be. But I'm still going to grab another cotton ball. Nice clean cotton ball. And I'm going to smooth it out, smudge it. Other side. Okay, nice. That looks much better, and I have a bit more structure to your face. We got rid of what you didn't want with the shadow, and we highlighted what you wanted to accentuate. Very nice. So we are going to close our palette, or just a note palette, and we're going to move on to blush. So the point of blush essentially is because we put on that foundation on your face, it makes you look dead. So in other words, you look so pale because of the uniformity of your face, right? So it looks a little more unnatural because your face naturally has different colors in it. But because we made a uniform face and you just have that structure at the bottom of your face, you don't have what normally you'd have rosy cheeks, you know, healthy rosy cheeks. So we're going to bring back the rosiness of your cheeks artificially with blush. So yes, some do call it blusher. For short, we'll go with blush. Now we have the Sometimes I Lie palette. And inside we have 3 different types of blush. So we have this dark red blush, this orange blush, or this lighter red where it's almost like a mix of the first 2 blushes to create that lighter orangey red sunset kind of blush look. Do you have a preference as to which blush you prefer? Like I said before, everything looks a lot more pigmented, heavier in the palette, a lot more dramatic, but the colors don't look as dramatic once you put it on your face, okay? It absorbs into your skin. It doesn't look as pigmented as shown here unless you put on many layers to make it more pigmented, because the makeup we're showing here is very buildable. So which color would you prefer? You want the mix? It's a little more subtle. That's fine. Okay. So I'm going to take our Kabuki brush again, and I'm going to put a decent amount on here, just because we're going to work on a larger area. We're going to work on your cheeks. So most people put blush on the apples of their cheeks, so more higher up, but because we have highlighter on the cheekbones, which are right next to your cheeks, I think we'll go a little bit lower, a little more almost above the shadows or on the shadows. We'll try that. Let's see how that looks. We can always redo if need be if you're not happy with the results, okay? So no worries. Okay, I'm gonna clean up that excess. Alright, and I'm going to stick this on your cheek, pulling it away, adding some color to your face, okay? Alright. I'm going to clean off our Kabuki. We're going to close our palette, or sometimes I like palette, and we're going to set this aside. For the blush, I think we will also take a cotton ball, because I went a little heavy-handed with that, so hold on. I'm going to lighten it up just a little bit, okay? So I'm going to take off just a little bit and spread it a little bit more, because I think giving you a more, if you notice, naturally your skin will have a little bit more color than just up here or just around this area. So I feel like we should kind of drag it out a little bit. It'll lighten it on your cheeks. The color won't be as pigmented, but you'd look a lot more natural. Okay. Very nice. Okay, nice. So next, I think we are going to work on your eyes, okay? And so for your eyes, I think we should start with eyeliner, so that just darkens around your eyes so that we can see their shape better. You have a beautiful eye shape, and it'll help make your eyes pop the color of your eyes because you have very beautiful eyes. We want to show that off, okay? So we're going to use this pencil, and we're going to put on that eyeliner, okay? So ready? I'm going to hold your eye at the top, okay? And we're going to try not to blink. I'm just going to trace around eye. Beautiful shape. Okay. And we're going to do the other eye. I'm going to make a teeny tiny wing at the end. Beautiful. Just a little bit, because I don't want it to look dramatically unnatural, but it gives your shape a little more of a lift. Alright. Next, I think we should work on putting mascara on just to darken your eyelashes. So I'm going to stick that on. I want you to keep your eyes open for me. Okay, look up. And we're going to just put plain black on just so It darkens the eyelashes but doesn't take away from the pops of color that we can put on your lids if you desire. All right. Nice. Now we are going to we're going to pick the colors that you want for your eyelids. So we have the Go Set a Watchman palette. So these eyeshadows range essentially from more bolder colors to more neutral colors. So it's up to you how much pop of color you want. I don't know. I know you mentioned you wanted a pop of color, but it's up to you if you want that pop of color to be your lips maybe, or your eyelids. Since you went more neutral on the rest of your face so far, it's up to you if you want the lipstick or the eyeshadow to be more bold. So you can choose from a range of colors here. We have red, brown, which makes it more neutral. This is more bold color. Yellow, blue, which is also more bold. We have black, which will stand out, purple, and green. But like I said, everything is buildable, so if you want something bold like red or purple or even the yellow, if I put a light layer, it won't pop as much, but it'll give it a more subtle look, even though the color itself is bold. Or we can really lay it on thick and they'll really pop. So it's up to you how you want to play it out. If you'd rather have it be bold, we can make it super bold. If you'd rather have it bold as in it's bold in the color but not necessarily how pigmented it is, we can do that as well. So it's up to you how you want to play it out and which colors you choose, because you can choose multiple. We can mix and match if you want, or maybe we can put on this part of your lid a different color versus underneath your eyebrows. We could do that as well. So you want the two colors, one on your regular eyelid and then another one underneath the eyebrows. Okay. Well, I would recommend the yellow to go under the eyebrows. We can make it more light, so it's almost like a shimmer versus too thick, because I think too bold colors will look a little awkward. And then maybe a bolder color underneath. We can keep it light if you want, or a little bit darker than the top color. But it's up to you how thick you want it to lay on. Okay, so you want the yellow for the top, okay, and do you want blue? You want the blue, okay. You want the blue. Do you want it to be thicker, or do you want it a little bit darker than the yellow, but not too bold and overpowering? Yeah, okay, that sounds good. We can do that. So I'm going to take cotton swab, and we're going to use it just because your eyes are a smaller area, so we're not gonna use the Kabuki. So I'm gonna start with the regular lid. So we're going to tap it and rub it in the color. All right, we have some color on there. So if you can close your eyes for me, close your eyes. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to place this on your lid, and I'm going to be very gentle. Okay, the next lid. Okay, you can open your eyes now. Beautiful. We're gonna put the yellow on now, okay? So I'm gonna use the other side of our cotton swab, and I'm going to rub it here. This one is going to be a lot more subtle, although I'm putting a lot of color on the cotton swab. I'm going to put it very, very lightly above your eyelid. I'm going to close this. And underneath your eyebrow, so you don't need to close your eyes if you don't want to, because I can get in that area easily by myself. But if you don't feel safe near your eye, you can close them. It's up to you. I'm not offended either way. Alright. Beautiful. The yellow gives it more of a shimmer, and it's a very, very subtle yellow, so it doesn't look weird at all. Alright. Now we're going to focus on the lips. So, the first thing I think we should do is outline the lips. The reason being that sometimes it's difficult to know precisely where your lips are. Like, if you look at mine, they kind of blend in to the rest of my skin, so it can be easy to mess up. So if we outline them, we have something to follow. So I'm going to use this lip pencil to trace around your lips so that we know where we're going when we put the lipstick on. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna outline the lips very carefully. And underneath the lips. Okay. And whatever color we choose for your lips, I'm assuming this is going to be your bold element. Okay. So whatever we choose for your lips, we'll mix the lipstick on top of this, so you won't really see this at all. Okay. So that's done. But before we stick the lipstick on, we need to moisturize your lips just like we moisturized your face prior to putting on the makeup. We're going to moisturize your lips so that they don't dry out when the lipstick's on, okay? I'm going to, you can close your mouth, thank you. I'm gonna stick this on your lips. Okay, and if you want to, go just to rub it around a little bit better. Okay, very nice. Looking good. Now, I have 3 options of lipsticks for you, okay? The first one is this pink. And like I said, we can really make it stand out. We can really put a lot on there if you want it to really pop, although this is pretty pigmented itself. So we have pink. Or we have this very dark purple, kind of like a magenta sort of color. Or we can go a little more subtle, but we can make it bolder if you want. We have this brown. So you can choose either the pink, the purple, or the brown. You have a preference. Not the brown. Okay, that's fine. So which would you like? Which would you prefer? Purple? Okay, we can do that. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to take out our lipstick. Alright. Now you can just close your lips, and I'm going to go in there and put this on. And you want it pretty thick? Okay. Alright. We're gonna cover up that lipstick pencil that we used before. I'm gonna go underneath clean tissue, and I'm gonna fold it in half, okay? And I want you to stick it between your lips and go like this to get off any lipstick that might have eked into your mouth so that it doesn't stain your teeth. Okay, ready? I'm gonna bite down and go. Okay. Beautiful. That way we get off any excess. Alright. You look awesome. Now, so just like with the primer where we wanted the makeup to stick, we put enough makeup on you where we want the outer makeup to stick better too. So we're going to use a spray. We're going to use a spray to set your face. Okay? So I'm going to spray it, alright? And you were smart, you closed your eyes. I probably should have warned you, I'm sorry. But you got it, it's good. Alright, and I'm gonna help your face dry, hold on. Alright. Yay, look at you. You have a face now. Alright. And you liked that bold tribal pattern? Okay. Oh, a temporary tattoo? We can do that. Yes, I have two nice options here. We have feathers. So, would you like either one of these? We have this very thin feather. It's a little roughed up at the bottom, but then smooths out and curves upward. We have this option. Or you can choose the very fluffy feather that's a bit more all over the place, a little more bold and full. So would you like the thinner feather or the fluffier feather? Or tattoo? You want the fluffy? Okay, we can do that. Where would you like this placed, though? You want it at the top of your chest near your collarbone? Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. Alright, so I'm going to stick this in our tattoo ink. Alright, I'm going to dab it. And I'm going to stick it there. Ready? I'm going to hold it. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. We're gonna let it dry. No, I think that's cute. Nice. Okay. That looks really cute. I like it. Okay. Look at you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, I would like to give you some accessories, if you don't mind, to really complete the look. Since it seems like you like the tribal look, I was thinking this necklace would fit perfectly. It's a very boho kind of necklace with a string, a black string. It goes around your neck. You have this wire holding in place this pendant, which is actually a rose quartz crystal, which is very often used to help clear your heart chakra. And this necklace will fall perfectly over your heart, giving your heart some protection. And it'll also look really good with the feather. Would you like to wear this? I'm going to take this little lobster clasp and I'm going to open it for you. And I'm going to put it right on you. There we go. That looks stunning. I also think that a little bracelet is in order. This bracelet is super easy to put on and off. You literally just open it or close it. You open or you close it. So you can open it and close it yourself, so you don't need somebody to clasp it for you, because I know that can be a hassle. This particular one says Shanti on it, and Shanti means peace. So to go along with peace in your heart with that beautiful quartz crystal, pink quartz crystal, we can have some peace on your wrist. Would you like to wear this? Okay, nice. Which wrist do you want it on? Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna help you, okay? There we go. Beautiful. I think the jewelry really helped make everything else pop. Nice. How about some rings? You want to try some rings? Okay. Alright, so I have a couple rings in this fancy tribal box. Now, I will show you them so you can pick which you would like and just tell me which one suits your fancy, okay? So we have this blue one. This blue one would look really good because you have the blue on your eyelids. It has these faux diamonds on the sides and then that blue stone in the middle. And the band is silver. So we have this option. We also have this option, which is a heart. It is, if you can see, it has the Celtic knot in the middle of it and some Celtic designs on the side. But it's in a heart shape. Also silver. This one has a stone that kind of looks like the moon on it. It's very simple, and it's also silver, but it's more tarnished looking, so it looks a little older, almost like an antique ring. You want this one? Yeah, it'll look really good with the feathers and the rose quartz necklace. Yeah, here you go. Which finger? Let's say, what size is this? Oh yeah, that'll fit the finger. Okay. Nice. And I think the only thing else that we would need would be some earrings. I think to go along with that heart love that we have going on and that peace we're instilling, maybe we could have these dangly heart earrings, which are very beautiful. They also have a little bit of that blue in it, just like your eye. And dangly earrings I find to be fun. They feel nice against the skin. These are not heavy. They're not going to feel weighty or anything. They're very gentle. They're also hypoallergenic, so they're not going to cause any irritation in your ears at all, even though they are fake costume jewelry. But they have the fake crystals up here, and they have these ornate designs around the heart in the middle with another faux crystal that has a very bluish tint to it that'll match your eyes very perfectly. Would you like to wear these at all? Yes? Okay. You want me to help you put them on. Okay, I can do that. So I'm gonna take them out of the package and I'm gonna stick dangly earring number 1 in this ear for you. Okay, and then dangly earring number 2. I'm gonna stick it in your other ear. Ready? Okay. Beautiful. They look so cute. Now I'm going to take out the clip holding your hair. So I'm gonna just reach over and just grab it because I'm too lazy to get up. So we're gonna take that out and have your hair, your beautiful hair on the side of your face. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. That's you done. You look so good. Absolutely stunning. So thank you for letting me doll you up.